Good morning. It is 7:45 a.m. on Monday, March 21st, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I've been up for a little bit. This is 5 more minutes. Just getting distracted by other things today, not any kind of avoidance. I talked a little bit yesterday about not feeling like doing the video yesterday, but like as I kind of predicted, that was a passing thing. I'm not like overall feeling like I don't want to do these videos. It was more like I didn't want to do it that day. But, it's the nature of an everyday thing that sometimes means, even if you don't want to do it that day, you do it anyway because that's what you do. So I need to get ready for work, but I also need to record this video. So, last night I watched a movie called The Worst Person in the World, which is a film from Norway and one of the films nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. I think. Suddenly I'm second guessing myself. I believe that's the case. In any case, it is a movie that I had several people whose opinions I trust on film recommend that they really liked it, and I did too. The basic premise of it is rather simple. It's kind of just a human drama with some funny bits, but mostly a drama about this woman who she is feeling a little bit. So we are introduced to her as she, to uncharitably put it, squanders a lot of her early potential. She's going to medical school and doing well, but then decides that's not for her, so she switches to psychology, and then she switches again and again and again until the point where what she's doing is she's kind of flirting with photography while temping in a bookshop. And the implication being that, at least depending on who you ask, she is underachieving, right? Now, that's not to say that the movie is making that judgment so much as it's aware that people could make that judgment. And the character herself is likewise aware. She wants to do what feels right for her, but she is also maybe a little bit concerned in the background of whether she's making the right decision and what people will think and so on. And so the movie overall is kind of about her and her relationships, where she is trying to kind of figure out who she is in this modern age and how that works with relationships with other people, both her family and romantic, and just sort of occasionally feeling like trying to make the decisions that feel right for her sometimes end up hurting other people, and as a result, the title is never directly referenced as far as I was able to tell. It's in Norwegian, I guess. But in any case, the implication just being that occasionally she feels like the worst person in the world, right? There's a couple of sequences in the movie where there are sort of flights of fancy where one is explicitly a drug trip and one is kind of an imagined fantasy where the movie sort of slips the bounds of grounded reality for a little while, and those are fun. And overall, it's just a really, kind of touching story about a complicated woman and her trying to figure herself and life out. And I definitely, I recommend it. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, people should check that out. Trying to think what else. I guess I just, planning to finish getting ready, and then I'm going to go into the office a little bit today and, just try to, get back into the swing of things. It was a relatively good weekend, but now I'm just got to get myself moving again. and it'll be good. So all of you, if you haven't gotten yourself moving yet today, you can do it. I believe in you, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.